Welcome to the Megawatt Collective. Your guides and your ghosties might have a message for you. My name is Megan Travers. I'm a reader and a writer and interpreter of tarot cards. I'm also a medium. I invite the seekers of light, the bearers of light, and the speakers of truth to the Megawatt Collective. This is a sacred place and a holy place. The title of this message will be She Stopped Asking Directions from Places. No, she stopped asking directions to places they'd never been. Glennon Doyle. And the cards want to say what? This is a network that fills your cup. A network that fills your cup. Social groups that provide for you. They don't drain you. So again, with the stop asking directions to places that they've never been, you need to find the right people to surround yourself with, or at least the right people to talk about certain topics with. I have a lot of different friend groups in my life for that reason, because homeschoolers can't talk about autism with me. Autism moms can't talk about homeschooling with me. I'm using those as examples, and it's wrong because they actually can overlap a lot. But I'm using those as examples because you need to have, like, for every path that you go on, you need to have the right people to bounce stuff off of. So find social support, social networks that fill you up, that don't drain you, that don't gaslight you, that don't convince you that you're on the right path just because your path is different than them. Okay? It's saying, like, turning to, so here's an example. Turning to a highly analytical man as a young mother will create this, it will create stress, and it will create, like, gaslighting I'm getting. So, like, for example, if you're a young mother and you go to church and you turn to your pastor for support as mother, he's never been there. he can't show you the way. So it says, in matters of the heart, or whatever your path may bring you upon, really you have to be your own compass. And in being your own compass, you will point yourself toward the right people. What else does the viewer need to hear, please? Queen of Hearts, follow your heart. Let your own heart guide you. Let your emotions guide you. Don't always be intellectualizing your path. Female intuition is valid. Well, all intuition is valid. Let me even take away the female, but your intuition is valid. Following your gut and trusting your gut is the right way. It's actually the right way. The Queen of Hearts is unstoppable because she trusts herself. She trusts her feelings. She's actually in her physical body. She's in her senses. And because she's in her senses, she's connected to her, like, inner truth. And she's unstoppable. Emotional women are unstoppable. It's like you transmute, you can transmute emotion into material. And I'm getting the Albert Einstein thing where energy is never created or destroyed, it's only changed shape. So I'm getting, like, when you follow your heart, you get to change your emotional energy into material energy. This is manifestation. But it's like you get to do that, and you're able to do that when you come from your emotions. This is not easy. And it says that it may be harder for the king. It may be actually hard for him to understand that. He may actually say, well, I can't feed my family on love. Or he might say, like, I can't fill up my gas tank on hearts. This kind of thing. He's like, I need coin. The money runs on, the world runs on money. So it's hard because of the difference between two people in a couple there. But it says that the queen can see into the future. It says she sees where things are going. She doesn't look at the tangible moment. She sees that manifestations take time and manifestations will come. This is a woo-woo message, so worry about it is what's coming out. Miss Independent is in the cards. King of Hearts is in the cards. And a sense of emotion. The king, once he gets into this heart space, or once he kind of, I think it's following the example of the queens. It's following in her footsteps, following her example. It says you'll get there. You'll get to this understanding of how emotion can turn into material. It's like how you can manifest, really. When you have a feeling, you can turn it into reality. If you follow in her footsteps, you'll learn how to do that. Four of Swords is rest. Is it telling me it's the end of the message? I think it's telling me it's the end of the message. So let me just, to close it out, get a book quote to close that out. What was I going to title this? I stopped asking directions to places they'd never been. So it's about finding the right people to ask opinions of. We don't need the opinions of everybody. Some opinions, like, you do the opposite of their opinion. Here's the book quote, so I'll just read it out for you guys. It's from the book Braiding Sweetgrass, which everybody needs to read. I call it the modern Bible. It says, sometimes I wish I could photosynthesize so that just by being, just by shimmering at the meadow's edge or floating lazily on a pond, I could be doing the work of the world while standing silent in the sun. Now, doesn't that sound like manifestation? You're turning sun, you're taking this peaceful feeling, this happiness feeling, and you're photosynthesizing it into nutrition or something. So that was a very fitting quote. So it's about transmuting energy, manifesting. Look up those woo-woo terms. But really, it's taking what's in your heart and believing in the power to bring that to reality. And don't ask anybody else how to do that, because you already know how. Shine bright.